Hunger gnawed at the boy, though there was little to be done for it. There had been almost nothing to eat in the old Hogan for days before his mother died. Not that there ever was very much. With the sheep gone, there would be even less. The dwelling itself was gradually returning to the earth. Spring rains and summer storms had done their work with a vengeance. With little in the way of resources, the boy and his desperately ill mother found themselves unable to keep up with repairs. The unusually fierce winds and driving rains of summer had made life even more unbearable. The sheep, long sold for lack of feed, left the two with only a pair of old horses as a reminder of how they once had made their living. The horses might have been sold too, but for the boy taking them out each day to graze, secretly knowing he might someday have to go for help. Despite a long and deteriorating lung condition, death came unexpectedly to the widowed Klah, as death so often does on the Dinè. Some believed her illness was tied to the scattered plots of yellow earth and piles of tailings that dotted the area, carelessly left behind by the uranium miners. No one would say this for a fact, only that the woman was not the first to fall victim to the yellow dirt, as it was called thereabouts. Her husband's death had come when Sam was still a baby, during the early days of the mining boom, a time when men were being lured to the work by offers of desperately needed jobs, the mining company leaving them ignorant of the consequences. Sam Kla's father was one of the first to succumb to the then unknown malady, leaving his wife Lila fearing for her infant son's health. The woman immediately abandoned their old place and moved to a distant Hogan once owned by a relative who had moved even farther away. The mining company, learning this first wave of deaths was causing others to leave their jobs, some even bringing claims against the owners. The companies quickly went on the offensive. Rumors circulated suggesting the deaths might be due to a witch's curse, one brought by spreading complaints against the mines. Fearing the loss of their jobs, miners and their families were gradually coerced into an uneasy silence. There were a few who questioned, but not one who dared make an outright accusation. The government, for its part, declared uranium a wartime necessity and critical to the defense of the country. They didn't let up, and in the end, the need for jobs proved stronger than the threat to workers' health. Later, many affected workers came to regret their failure to carry through, feeling they should have stood up for themselves from the start. By then, however, they too had fallen ill and would eventually suffer the inevitable consequences.